Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors you can see in and around me. If you are going to do a bit of business, then please keep it in the Millwall family and check out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. This is your pre-match prediction for Saturday's home game against Queen's Park Rangers at the Den, a London derby, of course. Our West London counterparts will be travelling to the Den for the first time since we were back in the Championship. It's the first time we're going to play QPR in 3 seasons on a Saturday, home or away. And despite my grumbles on Sunday, I am looking forward to it. Let's start out by taking a look at the 11 that I think Neil Harris will pick to start the match. Well, what are we going to do about this football team? Just before I go into the team, it may seem that, on reflection, are 2 things. First thing, when I said to people, you're not fucking any type to opinion, I solely meant on Saturday's game alone. If he wasn't there at Blackburn Rovers, I'm genuinely just talking about one game. That come across a little bit, it didn't mean to come across arrogant or in the wrong way, but some people took it as I meant they're not entitled to an opinion on football. I was solely talking about the Blackburn Rovers game. And also it might seem a bit of a strange game for me to lose my head on. Obviously, we've lost heavily before. We didn't even lose heavily against Blackburn. It was just the circumstances of defeat. As I said, I'm happy not winning 50% of games being a Millwall fan. It's nothing more than we expect. We don't expect to be world beaters, but what we do expect is our team to fight up and at least make a game of it. And that just didn't happen. And I still think, in my opinion, as a paying fan, nothing against anyone else. Don't want anyone else to jump on my opinions. Forge your own ones. But we just, I think the manager's telling them just to sit back. And I think 2 games there, Blackburn and Middlesbrough, we could have done a lot better than we did, and we could have put a better account of ourselves across. But listen, moving on to Queen's Park Rangers game, on the flip side of all that, I fully expect us to get a result. I expect us to turn up, play the Millwall way, compete, be in their faces, play for the shirt, play for each other, play for the manager. The crowd to get behind the team, us to be confident, attacking, and fear no one that steps into the Den. And do things right, move the ball quickly, be intense, be in their faces. And that's all I expect away from home as well. I don't know why we're so confident at home. And we beat teams like Everton and Brighton, we didn't beat Brighton, but we was beating Brighton for a long time. A lot of Premier League teams have fallen at the Den, that's what I'm getting at. A lot of big teams have fallen at the Den. So why, if we play on a different piece of grass 200 miles up the road, do we shit ourselves and sit back? But as I said, the past is in the past. And Saturday, I fully expect us to go randomly and do well against Queen's Park Rangers side that are currently doing well. I think it will be Bartosz Bulkowski in goal, Romeo right back, Murray Wallace left back, Alex Pearce and Jake Cooper in central defence. Central midfield too, I think it's going to be Ryan Leonard and Ben Thompson. I think it will be Conor Mahoney on the left, Jed Wallace on the right, and then up front, I've got a feeling he's going to play Aidan O'Brien, Matt Smith. And again, don't ask me why. I've got a feeling he's going to play AOB. I sort of half called John Daddy Bavardson starting last week. And if anyone else thinks I know anything that I shouldn't, I don't, because I'm filming this on a Wednesday today. It's going out on a Thursday, but obviously we're going to be filming, as you're watching this, at the Elton Terrace Club. So I've had to film this on a Wednesday. I've just got a feeling he's going to go with AOB. Is that the 11 I would start? No. I'll go Bradshaw and Smith. I think our strikers now need to... It's nice having strength in depth. It's nice that all our strikers are scoring goals. But we've got to go with a settled 2 up front, in my opinion, and let them try and forge some sort of partnership, some sort of 1-2 partnership, which it hasn't happened at the minute because Harris has got a lot of players to please and a lot of strikers actually doing all right. So I do understand where he's coming from in that sense. But for me now, the time's come, Gaffer, to pick your best 2 and go with it and stick with it. And for me, that best 2 is Matt Smith and Tom Bradshaw. Obviously, we know the Gaffer likes to play the old way if we can, and long balls up, direct balls, with the little man playing off the big man's knockdowns, and I think that's your best bet with him. Central midfield, Ryan Leonard, I'll be amazed if he doesn't start, and that's all I'm going to say on that situation. Malumbi, first game coming in, first game in the Championship, we expected more than we probably got from him, but no one performed, and it's not easy to perform on your own when the rest of the team isn't there along with you. So I start Malumbi, possibly I'll put Williams back in. You'd be surprised, for those who always have a pot of me for defending Williams and who slag Williams, don't like him themselves. Look at our results with Williams in the side. The year we finished 8th, the start of the season. I don't think there's any coincidence that our results are tailed off. I think he does a lot of good work on the ball, Williams, and I think he's a good influence on the pitch for the younger players. Been around Millwall a long time, they knows what's expected. In the back 4, I want to see Hutchinson coming at some point, but for now it will be Cooper and Pearce. And unfortunately, Marlon Romeo, I would have to drop. He was at fault for the first goal against Blackburn, in my opinion. Should have just ended it off for a corner. Instead, he backflips it into the danger area, which is Schoolboy. And Jason McCarthy looks like a decent player. So that's the 11 I would go with. It's going to be a difficult one Saturday. As we know, as I've said, we haven't played QPR at home or away since we went back in the Championship. Last season we played midweek, we drew 0-0. Matt Smith obviously played up front for them. The season before, we won 1-0. Steve Morrison scored the winner. I put that up on social in our Monday memories, if you've seen it this week. Away last year, we lost 2-0, didn't we? And famously, took Tom Bradshaw and Lee Gregory starting. He was on Sky. And they took off Bradshaw after 45 minutes because that wasn't working. Just before, obviously, he got his long-term injury. Season before, it was 2-2. Lee Gregory got sent off. Conor McLaughlin and Jeb Wallace scored their goals that night. We was 2-0 up and ended up drawing 2-2. We had Jordan Archer in goal that night as well. But, so I'm expecting a good turnout. I am pleased it is on a Saturday because you will get a better atmosphere at the Den on a Saturday than you will in midweek. That's a fact. But, that's the 11 I'll go with. And as I said, I expect us to get back to the way we've been playing at home. We are unbeaten at home. 3 games at home. 2 wins, both 1-0 and 1-1 draw against Hull. 2 teams we beat, obviously, with Sheffield Wednesday and Preston. 2 good sides in the division, as far as I'm concerned. We'll both do well. Listen. We haven't lost at home, and there's a reason for that. It's because, as I said, we play at home, and we should play away. We turn up, we're intense, we've got self-belief, and we believe we can do the business, and we stick it on teams, and we're very hard to break down. And I'm expecting us to go well Saturday, but I'll get onto the prediction in a minute. Let's have a look at the opposition. And our opposition are, of course, as I've already said, our West London rivals, Queen's Park Rangers. They're doing all right under Mark Warburton. They didn't do too well at the start of the season, but they've won their 3 last straight league games. And some good results along the way. 3-1 at home to Wigan. They won a very impressive 2-1 away victory at Hillsborough. And last time out, they was 3-0 up against Luton. Nearly said Burton. They were 3-0 up against Luton after 28 minutes. Luton come back and scored 2 late on. But they currently sit 7th in the table and are only 3 points off leaders Leeds. The one to watch... There's not one to watch, there's 3 to watch. Nahiki Wells, Jordan Hugill, and I'm not even going to attempt to say his first name, but his surname is Eze. And if you know his history, you'll know that he was a Millwall player, released in 2016, picked up by Queen's Park Rangers, and since then he's not only been flying for the first team, but he's also broke in to the England under-20 squad, a quick and nippy attacking winger. Maybe he likes to put crosses in the box, and that's why we got rid of him. Who knows? But between them, they scored 8 goals in the last 3 games. Sometimes they'll play a 4-4-2 away from home, with Hugill and Wells up front, and then sometimes at home they'll play one just behind, usually Wells, but they're all scoring goals. 3 for Wells, 3 for Hugill, and 2 for Eze in their last 3 games means QPR will be coming to town more than confident. So this is your pre-match prediction, and here we go. Everything points towards a Queen's Park Rangers win. Mark Warburton is a good manager. He's always got results against us. He knows how to play against Neil Harris with Brentford. And predominantly, he does do well against us. They're on fire, they're scoring goals, and they're winning matches. And we was absolute... I've said all I want to say about the Blackburn performance. But, again, the Millwall way. We'll turn up, we'll turn it around, we'll get a result. I'm going for a 2-1 Millwall win with Matt Smith to score both goals against his old club and us to concede one because I can't see us getting a clean sheet at the minute. But, I know that might sound a little bit... scatty, it might sound a little bit bipolar, but as I said before so many times, if a football club had bipolar, it would be Millwall. It is the soap opera of football clubs, and maybe that's why we love it. At the minute, I'm absolutely pissed off with it, and especially if we go and perform at home. Just carry a fucking away form away. If you're going to play Spurs in the cup again, fair enough, you've got to sit and just take what's coming to you, but not against shit teams, not Millwall. It's not the Millwall way. The Millwall way is we're not fantastic, we fight for each other, we stick it on teams, and we battle for the first kick to the last, and we haven't been doing that, as I said, away from home, and that's maybe why the wheel is finally turning in my mind. Again, we survived this season, it's another bonus, but let's get back to Saturday's game. I'm wandering off because it is genuinely playing on my mind. I expect us to get a 2-1 win. Matt Smith's destined to score against his old club, and at the minute I can't see us scoring any goals any other way than from set pieces. I'm sorry, but that's the way I see it. So that is your lot for this pre-match prediction. If you think you know what the score is going to be, do not be shy to put it in the comments below, and be sure to check out the fan score prediction from the other boys at Lions TV. That will be going out in and around this VT at some point tonight. All that's left for me to say is I'm going to try and cheer up before Saturday, and I will see you at a sold-out den if you're going. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you fucking Lions, let's do it.